Before I got into DNP school, I honestly did not think I was going to get it. I second-guessed myself. I second-guessed my application, and I almost did not submit it. So if you're sitting there wondering if you're ready, stay with me because this video is for you. And if you're a nurse thinking about going back to school for your DNP or MP and you don't know where to start, this video is what I needed when I was in your place. Hi, hello, my name is Jumi. I'm a registered nurse, now a DNP student. In this video, I'll be covering DNP program requirements, your application process, at least how mine went, and what I wish I knew. DNP is a Doctor of Nursing Practice. It's the highest level of education you can attain as a nurse. DNP focusing on clinical practice, leadership, and translating research into patient care. DNPs are advanced nurses who improve healthcare outcomes by applying scientific findings to real-world settings. And DNP is a terminal degree. Why did I choose DNP instead of MP? Because DNP is a terminal degree. It's the highest any nurse can attain, and I do not feel like I want to go back to school after this. And I can teach in the future if that's what I want. And the idea of me being able to be more involved in patient care. Let's talk about the requirements. Requirements varies from program to program, depending on which program you're planning to attend. But I can share with you a little bit of my experience. The first thing is active registered nurse license. And most program required BSN. I haven't come across any program that takes less except the program is together, like continuous course program. Almost all program require minimum of 3.0 and above. Of course, if you have a solid resume and you have a solid personal letter, that might suffice. But some programs that are really competitive, they do not take anything below 3.5 GPA. When it comes to clinical requirements, which means how long you've been practicing as a registered nurse, almost all programs that I know requires a minimum of 1 year. But you can start applying for your 1 year after you already started working as a registered nurse. That's what I did. I started applying as soon as I started my residency. And I know that might be too fast for some, but if you really have a plan, if that's what you want to do, there's a lot of other things that you have to do on your part. Every school that I'm aware of requires recommendation letter. I submitted 3. You need resume. You're going to have to submit resume. This is an opportunity for you to showcase yourself, what your experiences are. It doesn't necessarily have to have just nursing in it. Just document your career as a whole, because that's what I did. I brought in my military experience, my leadership experience. I brought in my Eastern. Was an Eastern when I was in nursing school because I was new to medical. I had to make sure that I got my foot in there so have an idea before I actually graduate nursing school. You do need a personal statement. This across the board is one thing that is required as well. This is what separates applicants. Personal statements is where you actually talk about why you want to be in DNP instead of MP. And if you want to go to an MP program, you just tell them why you want to be in the program. This is where you're going to talk about your motivation, your why. This is not a place where you're going to write about the resume. Resume is a different thing. This is where you're going to tell them the reason why you want to get into DNP, if you're going for DNP instead of MP, and if you're doing MP, the reason why you want to do it when you get into their program. You're going to have to talk particularly why this school. I'm going to tell you I chose the school that I'm going to, which is Baylor University, for one reason and one reason only. Because of their prestigious history. Some schools require GRE. I didn't have to take one or have to submit one. It wasn't part of my application, but you need to take a look at the program that you're planning on doing so that you know what is expected of you. The last thing is the interview, because you're going to have an interview with the admission committee where everybody will sit, they will interview you. Just prepare for that. Do research on the program that you plan on doing. That way you know what is expected and what you should know and what they're going to ask you. Now I'm going to walk you through my own application. Nurse practitioner has been the objective from the jump. If you did not know, I am a retired soldier and never did medical when I was in service. So I went totally into a different career. I knew that I'm going to be doing my doctoral program because I knew this, and it's been the plan from the beginning. As over 50 years old, I don't think I have the next 20 years to be bedside nurse. One, my body cannot take it because it's already almost broken. So it's very important for you to consider everything about your life or how you're going to go about it. And I chose Baylor program. It's pretty intense, and I want to walk. I want to learn. Based on my age, I pretty much just walk into it. So I need a school that will really get me ready for it. And Baylor is it. About my personal statement, which is one of the biggest things, right, in this application process. I did talk about my why. I talk about the program as a whole, the DNP, what it stands for, why the program attracted me. Is I talk about the school, the reason why the school was my choice. And you have to fall in love with the school that you want to go to. You have to get to know everything. When it comes to recommendation letters, I would say that you need to start networking. You need to put yourself out there. You need to let people know what your intention is. You need to let people know, and you need to pay attention to the people that's going to be in your corner. In my school in particularly, they require 3 recommendations. 1 from your professor, 1 from your supervisor, and 1 from your colleague. So I got 2 letters from my professors. I got 1 from my supervisor, and I got 1 from one of my friends that was just finishing our MP program at the time. Let's talk about the nervousness and my anticipation and how the feeling surrounding all of this is. First, I feel motivated. And then when I started the application, all the doubts came through. Like, are you going to be able to get in? Even though if you can do this program, now you're choosing this program particularly where it's going to put you through the washing machine, all the nerves start coming out. Especially when my application already went in, oh my God, my nervous system was dancing on me because I was thinking, oh my God, the rejection. What if I get rejected? What if I have to wait 1 more year? I mean, all these things are no big deal, but at the moment, it seems like a big deal to me. So I got a call first that I should check my application status. I don't even know why I was so fixated that I must get in, and I think that's one of the issue, which I'm so glad that I got in. So I did recorded that path. That was like almost 2 years ago actually. I never posted it because it wasn't meant to be posted, but I think I'm going to share it. I don't even know the quality of the video because I just propped my phone camera up and just did it. I'm going to put it up. Hopefully it can encourage somebody or motivate somebody out there that if I can do it, you can definitely do it. If you've been sitting on this decision, this is your sign. Go right ahead, apply, do it. What are you waiting for? You don't have to figure everything out. You figure it out along the way. You just have to take the next step. And make sure you like and subscribe. Don't forget to send this video to somebody who might need it because you might be helping somebody real big. Drop your question below about DNP program or any question that you might have for me on anything that you think you want to know more about. Thank you. Bye.